December 8th, 2024. I have tried to make a video the last few weeks and I feel like, I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. So let's see if today is the day that magically all my thoughts appear together in a perfect way. Okay, what is going on in my life? I think, honestly, it's been rough. Very rough, and luckily I feel on top of the roughness, but I will say October, November was just mentally draining. I felt kind of what I was feeling in September anyway and the previous months, but like it was just at a whole new level. I still do not have a permanent job quite yet. My dream job just felt, it still feels some days that it's like completely out of my reality. And I just, I think I'm just the type of person that I know exactly what I want. And when I want those things, it's very hard for me to see a different path because I'm just like, well, why should I go a different path when I want that? Anyway, I think I've had a few interviews and I thought they went well, just like every other time. But I guess they went with other candidates. And so I tried to tell myself it's not a big deal. I went through this before many years ago when I finished my undergraduate degree and I was looking for a job and I couldn't get anything, like not even like a receptionist at a dental office or something. And I don't know, it was just extremely challenging. But then I ended up getting what I thought was my dream job, and who knows, maybe it is still, but I kind of feel like it's not anymore. Anyway, long story short, it's just been a whole lot of nothingness happening, and it's been driving me absolutely crazy because I feel like my bills are getting higher and higher, my savings is getting lower and lower, and I'm panicked and freaked out. And at this point, I'm just literally just applying for anything that I see. And yeah, I have 2 interviews this week. It's not really my ideal job situation, but I need something to pay bills and feel like on top of shit. Because right now I feel like I'm in deep water and it feels very uncomfortable. And I'm just like hoping and praying that the dream job situation works out, and it's just like rejection after rejection after rejection. I don't know what's going on. So while that was my main focus, putting 80% of my time into the dream job or like living abroad in Europe, I think now I've kind of scaled that back and it's about 30% of my time applying for those jobs and focusing on jobs here that I can do right now. And yeah, just the whole living situation. I'm back in my parents' house. I'm grateful that I can live here and, spend this time with them, but it has its challenges, especially because both of my parents are retired. I'm at home. I don't like this area that I'm in, and I feel just stuck in life. Like, I love to be independent and on my own, and I feel like since moving back home, I feel like babied and like coddled, I guess. Like, just like, well, where are you going? And like, why? And like, don't waste gas, or like, and I'm just like, I just need to be out of the house and like doing something and seeing a different place other than the same neighborhood every single day. Or it's just, I don't know, for me, I'm very like, I guess, restless, and I just want to like just be out and seeing different things. So it's very challenging. Very challenging. Especially because I lived on my own the last 4 years, so I didn't really have to tell anyone where I was going, what I was doing, or like answer any questions. If I had a feeling to go do something or eat somewhere, I just went ahead and did it. And now I just feel like I have like roadblocks and just like weird comments, and I like get it because they're concerned, but like it just bothers the hell out of me at the same time. Anyway, I don't want to like bitch the whole time about stuff. So I'm gonna get into the last 2 months and how, well, it's not perfect, but I've kind of flipped my thinking and realized like, oh, I think all these negative things are actually trying to teach me like I have to be firm in who I am, like what I want. Like I cannot let people's comments get to me. I cannot let the rejection emails from all these jobs that I applied to get to me. Like I have to be super self-confident in myself. And like I feel like I am in job interviews, and I am most days of the week, and then I just feel like it just drops instantly, where I just feel discouraged and I feel like a failure. And I feel like every time I talk with people, like the first thing that they say is like, so what's the job situation? And I'm just like, still happening. And they're just like, oh, like, it's kind of awkward. And sure, it is. I didn't think it would take me this long to find a job, especially because I have a bachelor's and a master's degree, and I worked in this like place that everyone would kill to work at. But unfortunately, it didn't work out, and the job market stinks. So I don't know. I'm just like, I was avoiding people, and I still kind of am too, because I really want to be protective of who I surround myself with. But yeah, it's been tough because it also feels like very isolating at the same time. But I do have like 1 or 2 people, or 3, maybe 4, that I can like really confine in, and like they bring me back on track, which thank God, I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, I realized that those small little rejections were some deep insecurities within me, that I think maybe I somehow think that I'm not like deserving of these dream wishes that I have. And I thought like the outer me feels very confident, but I guess there's subconsciously still some issues I need to work on to feel like, no, you like I do believe in myself, and I am like this strong person. I cannot let people sway me back and forth like this. And I feel like as time goes on and the job situation's unclear and the living situation is unclear, like I feel like I was just like this the last, like I'm just freaking in deep waters of the Pacific Ocean or something, and I need to, I don't know, channel my inner Michael Phelps or something, and not Michael Phelps, who's like a pro surfer, I don't know, like pretty much be that pro surfer and kind of like, no, I'm gonna make the Pacific Ocean my bitch, and we are gonna go through this together, and things are fine. It's just a bit choppy and rough, but I will get the things that I want when I want, and it doesn't have to be like a path A to B. It could be a crazy ass wave, but I'm gonna eventually get there and win. Does that make sense? Anyway, yeah. I feel like I had more to say, but now I'm thinking about surfing and waves, so let me see if words will come together. Anyway, I've been working a lot on self-concept, so making sure again that it is like rock solid, that I believe in myself, that I feel that I can do any job, that I'm not like chasing after something or begging something to choose me and pick me, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's like, I don't know, the lottery or something, you know? I want to attract those things to me, and I feel like that was a bit off the tracks the last few months. So, self-concept work, I realize it's something that I need to work on every day because I feel like it was very rock solid earlier this year, and then I think as time progressed and rejection, it literally just sunk in the toilet. So now I need to grab it out of the toilet and make it my main focus. And I think that has helped. I think like I need that kind of inner kind of routine, like in the mornings when I wake up or at night before I go to sleep. I've now, the last few weeks, been practicing gratitude, so I'll list like 10 things I'm grateful for, and it can be as in-depth as possible or as not in-depth, as well as like, I don't really listen to affirmations, but sometimes if I'm in a really bad mood, I will like turn on a few different podcasts that talk about self-concept and, you know, having self-confidence, and just kind of like, you know, melt that into my brain. And then I feel better. And then I stopped journaling the last few months, but I picked it up now because I feel like when I don't journal, my thoughts are all over the place and my emotions can get easily in all different directions. But if I'm like journaling more on a regular basis, like whether it's once a week or more than that, then I feel like, okay, like I'm starting to see a pattern here, and I'll like read back and review things and kind of, you know, shift my thinking into like, okay, I've had these experiences before, I can manage again, and like this is what I did last time, that's what worked, let's see if that works or if we need to do something different. So yeah, I think my priority has been focusing back on myself. Not focusing on the job so much, I mean, it's still there, obviously, but you know, not killing myself trying to make something happen, whether it's a job or like make somebody like choose me and come see me and all this and that. And I think it has worked, but yeah, it's something I still need to practice every day. In terms of love life, I guess, me and Mateo we have talked. It did feel weird. I think that was the longest we haven't talked was like 1 month, and that was the month of October. And then in November, I was just like, this feels weird not talking, and I don't want to not talk forever, so we're talking, but I don't want to have any expectations. I'm just going to I don't even know, be friendly, obviously, because he is a good person and I want him in my life. But yeah, I'm not gonna chase and be upset and like expect some kind of outcome. I think when I expect outcomes, it kind of bites me in the ass, and I need to remember not to do that so much and just go with the flow and go with whatever direction life takes me. Like, still maintaining some control, but not like, it has to be this way, and he has to say he wants to be with me, and he has to do this, or like the job has to work out, and I have to be in this part of Europe, And, I think that was mentally driving me nuts. And I'm kind of grateful for having those mentally nuts moments, because then it made me realize, like, whoa, I don't really want to be this way or feel this way anymore. I actually want to feel good and like better and content. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure some people can relate to this. And if you can, please comment. And if you can't either, please comment too. Thanks for listening, and hopefully I will talk sooner than the last few weeks. But all the best.